How's it going, you guys? So like I say, we got a new kicker, Matt McCrane, kicked at Kansas State. Good kicker, kicked with Arizona in the preseason. Has a good leg. We had a number of kickers in here yesterday, and he'll be the man this week. Cleveland's a much improved team. Very easily could be 3-0. Playing inspired football, got a lot of young emerging players. But I'll answer any questions I can.
Was Nugent injured pregame on Sunday?
He felt something in his hip. You could tell by his approach on kickoffs. He wasn't running through the football. He was able to kick field goals. Amazing, he was able to kick a 52-yard field goal to give us a chance at the end. But that hip is a problem. Don't know for how long, but he did a nice job for us.
Coach, like you said, Cleveland could easily be 3-0. They don't seem like the Cleveland of the past. Obviously, as a coach, you never write off teams, but this year feels a little different, especially they got some buzz with Baker playing pretty well last week. What do you see from them on film, and what kind of has been stuff that you really had a game plan for?
Well, the draft has obviously paid off. They've drafted some good players at the top of the rounds, and they've developed them. Really impressed with Mayfield in the preseason, really impressed with Mayfield coming off the bench. They've added some veteran players, guys like Jarvis Landry. They have a very good attacking style of defense under Greg Williams. Second year in that system, so obviously the men know what to do. Got a great young corner from Ohio State. It'll be a challenge, but they have been patient. I think they have drafted well, they've developed some players, and they've added some really good free agents.
Saw the Dolphins defenseman in Terra's ACL kind of trying to keep his weight off Derek. Then Mo tried to help up Tannehill to get some favor on that call. What's just your read or feeling about kind of the way they're calling roughing the passer now?
It's a tough call. You know, they're trying to protect the quarterbacks. Defensive linemen have it really hard right now, I think. There was a call on us of roughing the passer I didn't agree with. You could say that play cost us a game. I hate to see what happened anytime a man gets hurt. We need more clarity. You know, I think we need more clarity, and I think that's been a common theme around a lot of rules, honestly.
Where's Donald Penn at in the concussion protocol? I
think he's going to be okay. You know, just because you enter the protocol doesn't mean you have a concussion. Anytime there's concern, you enter the protocol. But we hope to have him available on Sunday.
Coach, Baker Mayfield would have been a good candidate a couple years ago for quarterback camp. Now, as you look at him through a different lens, you know, what jumps out at you about what he's doing?
Well, he just makes a lot of plays, you know, when nothing's there. You know, he makes plays when there is something there, the pocket is clean, he can hit the open receivers. But when nobody's open and he has to move around, he has a lot of Jeff Garcia in him. He'll dive for first downs. He'll extend plays. He's got a really good competitive spirit about him. I love the way he plays. I know he'll be very excited for his first career start. We got to do a great job giving him some looks and getting some pressure on him.
What have you seen from the Browns' ability to generate pressure on the quarterback through a four-man rush?
It's not just a four-man rush. You know, it's a six-man rush, it's a seven-man rush, it's a two-man rush. They have a lot of different blitzes, a lot of different fronts, numerous coverages. Greg Williams is one of the best. You know, he has, I call them muddy coverages. You might pick up the blitz, but you don't know what coverage it is. It might be man-to-man over there, it might be a rotation over there. They do an excellent job. And they have some rushers that can get home now. And they're getting some corners that can shut you down. And Jabril Peppers, I think, the young man out of Michigan, is becoming one of the best safeties in football.
The last thing
from Arden Q's progress, of course,
pretty good, getting better. You know, obviously the heat and the altitude in Denver is tough on any rookie. You know, that's an experience of a lifetime. And then at Miami, in that heat was a very good experience for him. He got some good pressure. Thought he made some good effort plays, and we expect him to get home hopefully soon.
How do you feel TJ Clemmings settled in after that first sack he allowed?
I think he did some good things. That's about as hard as it gets. He's only been here a couple weeks. And to go out there against an opponent like that on the road that early and play that much was very, very tough on him. It's credit to Tom Cable and TJ for stepping up and giving us some really good quality snaps.
Jon, how well do you know Hugh?
Who?
How well do you know Hugh?
Hugh and I coached together right up the street at the University of Pacific way back in the day. So I know Hugh well, and He's a good friend. He's a good coach, and look forward to seeing him.
What was it like in there? 89 at your field. You were there.
Well, it was didn't start off very well. We got beat, I think, 57-0 by Auburn, 37-0, I think, by Pitt. Then we got clobbered by Arizona. Wasn't very good. Then they dropped football, so I can say it wasn't the greatest, but it was a lot of fun.
Why are you guys playing all those teams?
I don't know. Charles Davis was my roommate. We had a blast.
There seemed to be a lot of slipping on the field week 1 when you guys were last playing at home. What did you make of the field conditions that day?
It's nighttime. There's dew on the grass. There's dirt on the field. Some people have played on it for the very first time, so we got to get out there early, check our cleats, and hopefully have better footing.
With McCrane, did he win a competition yesterday? Or
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he did pretty much. And he also came in having kicked the ball well. We liked him coming out of Kansas State. We like what he did in the preseason. He hit 2 50-yard bombs, and he can kick the ball out of the end zone, so we're going to give him a shot. It's our 3rd kicker. We're on our 2nd long snapper. We've had problems at punt returner, so hopefully we can get him in here and get him healthy and have some success.
Your 3 specialists are entering Sunday with 5 combined games of NFL regular season experience. Is that at all a concern, or is that something Rich is going to have to get him ready?
This is what we have right now. It's what we're going to rally around.
Eric Harris looks like he's made some positive plays so far. Is he continuing to build on that strong camp he had?
Yeah, he is. He is. He's healthy now, I think, and he's becoming a quarterback back there. His communication is good, his range is good, and hopefully he can continue to improve.
Your offense.
Martavis Bryant, what have you seen from him since he re-signed?
Seen some good stuff. I mean, he's demanded coverage. I think he's helped Amari have big days. I think he's helped Jordy have big days, and I think he made some big plays. 3rd down receptions the other day. We tried to get him the ball in a double reverse or a gimmick play. We didn't execute it very well, but his presence out there is a difference. Everybody knows who he is and what he's capable of doing.
At times, in all 3 games this season, your offensive tackles have employed cut blocks and protection. Why is that an effective way to mix it in over the course of a game?
Everybody does that in a quick passing game. Where you're going to throw a quick pass, you have to be aggressive, and sometimes cut block to knock their hands down so those passing lanes are clean. That's pretty common around football. All levels.
2 more guys? 2?
Coach, with you coming back here, as a coach going up against your former team in their venue, does that move the needle at all?
My former team?
Yeah, okay, for a former team. No, as for Hugh coming back.
Oh, I don't know.
In that position.
Yeah, there's a lot of water going under the bridge. I'll let him answer that. I'm sure there's some deep hidden motivation somewhere, but the Raiders have a lot of respect for Hugh Jackson, and rightfully so.